Hello, I'm Marilyn from Marilyn's in Naples, Florida, and we're here to talk about trends for 2025 and spring summer. And I have brought along my mannequin with me because one of the things that was very noticeable I looked at a whole bunch of runway shows the same, is that tulle is here. And it's interesting because a year ago, we were at the Hats in the Garden show in Christmas, which we just went to this last time. And one of our employees here, Tanya, she wore a tutu and they went crazy. So I couldn't find tutus, so I went out and we actually had our own made. We sent it, so we have tutus and we had long ones, which we sold out of. But I'm telling you, you're going to see tulle in absolutely everything. Also, what you're going to see is the paillettes. This is a larger one, and I'm going to show you some more examples, but not just in a total dress, but you're going to see spots of it all around in your wardrobing. And I just wanted to show you this particular color here. These blouses in the organza, we put this together, and I know this is no way to show this, but this thing with this organza blouse, which comes down over the tulle, is a very slimming and very beautiful look, and really, I said, makes it normal, okay? So I want you to just keep your mind open to what we're going to discuss today, and I'm going to try and help you to see how you put it in your wardrobe. One of the things we're going to see is, and you're all going to be terribly excited about this one, your waistline is back! No more tents going down the runway. Everybody had fitted looks. A few tents, but if they were there, very, very slimming. The other thing I noticed tremendously on most of the designs, V was in. Most of the dresses were V-necks, or V here, everything was V. So keep that in mind when you're looking at things, and look in your closet to see how many V-necks you have, because in the designs, most of it was like that. The other thing I saw, and we already have this in the store, tons of this detail. See, we have this in our denims, and we have it in a lot of our dresses that we get from Italy. A lot of that sort of down in size, a lot more seams, really pretty, but that could have been because I was looking at couture. And here's another one too. This jacket we have in the store. And when you look at it this way, this is a wonderful jacket, but it needs some help. We need to convert it. One of the things is we can either make this 3/4, but making this sleeve 3/4, because this is what I'm going to do, because I'm going to get this jacket. It has an interesting thing where it unbuttons here, and you can use it separate, but it's confusing what I want to point out to you. What I want to do is I'm going to take this jacket, and I don't think it's very flattering this way. And just let me give a quick look in the mirror because I want to make sure that the look is right. Yeah. What I'm going to do, look at the difference. I'm not going to leave it like this. I don't think that's right. So here I'm going to have, and then we can do this, and there's pockets. I'm going to take this in, and then I'm going to wear pants with it, and it's going to make me look tall. So the more leg you show, this is really good. So the jacket's like this, and if you want a jacket like this, that we trim it down for you. Our alterations are complimentary, and now they're in-house. How much more exciting can that be? But I did want to show you the new shoulder, and I saw that a lot on stuff. And if you have the big jackets, because that's not on everybody's list, that doesn't. Though there is one place I would wear a jacket with that styling, and it was on anything that was in a blazer or an overlook, had this design. Again, that real full shoulder back here, but not in the clothing. The clothing was more fitted. Very little prints. I was shocked. Very, very, very little prints. And the prints that they had were in the knitwear, which is exactly what we have. So the knitwear with these small designs on them really looks nice. And that would be my preference. And they were showing them both in the short and the long. A lot of them are pulling the skirts up. I also saw something very interesting that I'll show you over here too. If they did print in the collection or the textured or kind of look like that, they were doing it in the actual fabric. So this is some of the fabrication. So they didn't actually do a print on something. The fabric had the design that looks like a print that they brought in their collections. I found that very interesting because most of the time, they don't do that. They have a lot of prints and very few. It's just a black and white collection. So the other thing I saw was shorts. And these have been doing extremely well in the store. And everybody thinks I'm crazy, but they're very flattering and they're very nice. But I want to show you something. Bustiers. Again, see the seams close to the body? You're all saying I'm not wearing a bustier. Well, lucky for us, these lightweight fabrics that are really great and organza type shirts, they are wearing over everything. And Of course, they wear them with nothing underneath, but we have to convert this to what we can wear. And I just think this is an awesome look with the bustier underneath and this blouse. And then they were showing lace, but of course, we don't do lace here. We do some, but I do eyelet. Now, you could also do this with black pants. And then I'll show you another thing I would do. They were showing, and I noticed it. Actually, this would be nice too, the scarf. Just an extra thing. But what they were doing on top of the dresses or the outfits, they were taking these and they were making them around the hip. The only thing is, I didn't like how they were doing them, so I'm going to make a suggestion. They were doing them in the front because they're emphasizing that V. It's not terribly flattering in the front for those of us, but it definitely is a flattering look to do on top of an outfit. And they were doing these on the plain colors. So they were bringing the print, but they're doing it in the scarves with the outfits. So this makes a very interesting outfit. And it's something I think you can wear either in practice or small. Actually, if you really wanted to wear the shorts with the bustier. But that's a nice one. Here's some of the other things they're doing. Here's the paillettes. Paillettes, all kinds of stuff. Isn't this gorgeous? I think I've shown you, the Natan has these. And then they're showing a lot of shoulder, a lot of skin. So now, wait a minute. I know you don't like sleeves, but you know, if you have a good if you have a good chest or something, it's time to show a shoulder or something like that. This can be very, very interesting. Again, you can see that it's tight to the body. Now, they did not show this in the spring show. I'm showing it. I'm showing you the paillettes and this, which is very in coming and has been last year too. I think they started with it. And also, this has the new sleeve, and it also shows part of your skin, which is really nice. I like that. I also wanted to show you, and we have this collection coming in, which is going to be really right on target with what's going on. I'm terrible because I don't look at trends. I just pick out what I like because I don't like that to influence what I buy at my store. Because if you go with the trends and then everybody carries that, then you have nowhere to go if you don't want that trend. Here's another one. See, this one's a perfect example. The shoulders, this is an interesting, all fitted. I don't know if white on white you can see, but it's going to be fitted. Here are the lines. Okay, fitted. So it gives you that fitted look. And she's really adorable. She has sleeves on this, which you can adjust whether you want sleeves or sleeveless. This is like a perfect example of the type of styling and shape that you're using for coming up for spring. I want you to get used to this because I know a lot of times I'll buy something and then it doesn't sell that season, and then all of a sudden, remember we bought once a long time ago when I was in Chicago, we bought asymmetrical skirts and they sat there. Nobody knew what to do with them. So we kept them, and the following season they were buying them because they had finally understood how to wear it and what to do with it. And we sold them very well. This looks terrible, okay? This is quite common, this opening at the top that I was seeing. But this is a fit that is to the waist, and then it has that blouson look. It's something probably I saw a lot of, and something that can be very fashion contest. Here's what I'm asking you. If you see something like this and the colors are nice and you think you might enjoy it, and I suggest it, try it on at least. The worst thing going to happen, we're not going to like it. But it is a new fit. It is a fit that I saw a lot on the runways, and I wanted to share that with you. In dresses, a lot of this gathering, again, fitted and feminine, really nice to the waist, really, really nice. So this is another way of doing this. I also have a print over here that you can see. A lot of fabric on everything, flowing. In fact, they were walking down the runways, almost all of them, and they would have this thing hanging out of the side of the skirt, and the girl would be swinging it. We don't necessarily need to do that, but it is nice. In this particular case, it does make sense to have this. Don't know that I'd be twisting it and hanging it down like this. I think it would be different. I would probably throw it over like this. We're also involved in making some tulle tops that you can put over your stuff. So we're going to be having that. That will probably be here in February. I just wanted to show you the last one, and I don't think it's anything new. We've seen these before. They're showing a lot of this. V-neck backs. or V-necks front. Okay, this is nice for the V-necks, as long as they're not too long. Those of you who have a bust line, this is the best thing since sliced bread for you. Because when those girls walk down and they got nothing in the front, it's not really pretty. When you put a bust in a V-neck, it really is special. And they showed a lot of this kind of stuff. A lot of fabric. Usually the French don't have a lot of fabric because they buy the fabric from Italy. So they don't have a lot on that. A little bit about shoes. It's all over. Flats with gowns, all kinds of things. So you know what we're going to do about the shoes for the trend? You're going to come in the store and we'll bring in your outfit and we'll figure it out together. Anyway, it's Marilyn from Marilyn's introducing the 2025 trends for this summer and spring. Thank you very much.